Welcome to Networking Question Examples based on AWS Data Engineer Topics by abylead. We offer cloud service introductions, exam question explanations, and practicing of real exams. Question 1. How do you resolve an error on connecting S3 VPC gateway endpoint with glue job and associated IAM role? Wrong is that AS3 access in VPC is restricted with a bucket policy for a glue role or provisioned by a domain name. Also false is that glue's security group requires inbound rule to access. Better is to use glue security group outbound to access VPC resources. Question 2. How do you resolve security group with unrestricted port access without interrupting data pipeline on EC2 instances? Impact testing of the data pipeline results in interruptions, and NACLs are too complex to manage. Besides, ignoring network security at all isn't recommended. In contrast, progressively associated security group with EC2 instances avoids data pipeline disruption. Question 3. How do you low overhead process data with Lambda function to private RDS without internet? It's infeasible to self-reference within a security group with an external database port, and a public access is insecure. Most advisable is to run Lambda in same subnet as the RDS instance for private connectivity. Question 4. How do you most effective and secure connect AWS Analytics service to an on-premises Microsoft SQL database? False is to connect with dedicated DX or DataSync without supporting credentials or JDBC protocols. The solution is to use VPN connection and JDBC with SSL encrypted transmission for SQL Server. Question 5. How do you cost-effective migrate on-premises Microsoft SQL database to RDS SQL with minimal downtime? For low-cost migration, don't connect with dedicated DX or DataSync's file synchronization. Moreover, custom Lambda with 15-minute limit is impracticable. You better migrate data with DMS from various database sources with minimum downtime. Question 6. How do you batch ingestion pipeline for JSON datasets from RDS to data lake? You shouldn't transform large files with short-running Lambda, and DataSync lacks schema handling. Additionally, AppFlow doesn't transfers RDS volumes. Instead, continuously replicate with DMS from RDS to S3 and with glue job transforming datasets on catalog schemas. Hold on a minute. If you like this channel and its free content to continue, please subscribe to it on the right bottom button. Question 7. How do you migrate and convert Oracle database schema for Aurora PostgreSQL? Infeasible to use is RDS for Oracle or Glue ETL for schema conversion, and DMS needs SCT for this kind of conversion. Most advisable is to convert schemas and code with SCT from one database engine to another. Question 8. How do you migrate with minimal downtime a legacy Microsoft SQL database to Aurora MySQL? It's impossible to convert SQL Server to Aurora MySQL for migration with SCT or with RDS as temporary host. You best convert schemas with SCT between platforms and migrate with DMS for minimal downtime. Question 9. How do you transfer sensitive data dedicated connection from on-premises to S3 bucket? Internet transfer with DX and SFTP transfer or NAT gateway isn't completely protected. The same is true for IPsec VPN and SSE S3. In contrast, you connect on-premises with DX to avoid internet threats and client-side encryption. Question 10. How do you efficient integrate third-party datasets into AWS Analytics platform? Large dataset ingestion with Kinesis streaming isn't feasible. Furthermore, DataSync doesn't transfer API datasets. Best is to engage DataExchange as the third-party dataset repository. Question 11. How do you transfer 5 TB on-premise multi-format files to S3 bucket with daily data changes? Don't continuous synchronize data with secure and costly DX, S3 transfer acceleration, or Glue ETL. Most advisable is to copy files with DataSync schedule feature between on-premises and AWS storage. With the understanding of networking for data engineers, you are ready now for more details. We wish you further insights with abylead videos.